Hey everyone, welcome back to CAR Upcoming. What if I told you that one of Fiat's smallest, quirkiest, and most beloved classics could be reborn for 2026? A car that once ruled European streets in the 1960s. Now, imagine for the modern era. Today, we're talking about the 2026 Fiat 850, a bold reinterpretation of a tiny legend, blending retro charm with modern technology. Is this the perfect city car for the future? Or is it a nostalgic dream that shouldn't be touched? Let's break it all down, from the exterior and interior to the engine, price, potential risks, and whether this revival actually makes sense in 2026. At first glance, the 2026 Fiat 850 instantly reminds you of its heritage. The compact, rounded silhouette stays true to the original, but everything is sharper, cleaner, and more refined. The iconic boxy yet friendly proportions are now paired with rounded LED headlights with a retro halo design, a smooth, minimalist front fascia with subtle chrome accents, short overhangs that scream urban agility, modern alloy wheels that contrast beautifully with the vintage body shape. From the side, the car keeps its upright stance, but features flush door handles and a thin chrome line that runs along the beltline, a tasteful nod to the classic model. At the rear, the design is simple but expressive. Vertical LED taillights, a compact hatch, and a clean bumper give the car a playful yet confident look. This isn't just a throwback, it's a retro-modern statement built for crowded cities and Instagram feeds alike. Step inside the 2026 Fiat 850, and you'll be surprised by how much personality Fiat packs into such a small footprint. The dashboard design is clean and horizontal, inspired by the original 850, but fully modernized. You'll find a floating digital instrument cluster with classic-style graphics, a centrally mounted touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto retro-inspired toggle switches mixed with soft-touch materials, two-tone upholstery that blends fabric, leather, and contrast stitching. The seats are slim but supportive, designed for daily city driving rather than aggressive cornering. Rear seats are compact, best for short trips or extra cargo. But that's exactly what this car is built for. Under the hood, the 2026 Fiat 850 focuses on efficiency and urban usability rather than raw power. Depending on a market, Fiat could offer a mild hybrid 1.0-liter petrol engine, a full electric version with city-focused range, possibly a small turbocharged engine for enthusiasts. Power output is expected to stay modest, around 70 to 110 horsepower, but thanks to the lightweight chassis, the car feels lively and responsive in city traffic. Acceleration isn't about speed, it's about smoothness. Steering is light, suspension is tuned for comfort, and the tight turning radius makes parking effortless. One of the biggest selling points of the 2026 Fiat 850 would be its pricing. Estimated pricing could look like this. Base model, affordable entry-level city car pricing mid-trims. Added tech and design options electric version. Higher upfront cost, but lower running expenses. Fiat would likely position the 850 as a stylish alternative to generic city cars, offering personality without breaking the bank. As charming as the idea is, reviving the Fiat 850 isn't without risks. First, market demand. Small cars are slowly being replaced by compact SUVs. Will buyers still want a tiny city car in 2026? Second, competition. The city car segment is crowded with efficient, tech-heavy rivals, some cheaper, some more powerful. Third, nostalgia overload. If Fiat leans too heavily on retro design, it might appeal only to a niche audience rather than the mass market. And finally, electric pricing pressure. If the EV version is too expensive, it could lose its biggest advantage, affordability. So, should the Fiat 850 really return in 2026? If Fiat gets the balance right, classic design, modern tech, affordable pricing, and efficient powertrains, the 850 could become a cult favorite for the modern era. It won't be the fastest, it won't be the biggest, but it could be one of the most charming cars on the road. Sometimes, all you need is a small car with a big heart. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Fiat 850, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you drive one? Or should Fiat leave the 850 in the history books? See you in the next video.